That down. Let's get on to this, shall we? The first trailer, the first real trailer at any rate, for Squid Game Season 2 has just come out with Jung-jae. And look, when you look back at that first season, it is crazy. It like broke every record there was at the time. It completely dominated global viewership. Like it really just kind of came out of nowhere and just everybody was watching it. It's one of those, every once in a while a show comes along that like everybody just tunes in and watches, and Squid Game was that. And now the teaser for season 2 is out, and it's, well, Squid Game. It looks like we don't really know much. It doesn't give us really anything. It's just a lot of images of reminding us that we're back. Although it was pretty cool. Here's the knock on the door. He opens it and the guy with the mask is just standing there. That's pretty cool. Then he wakes up and he's back in the dorm with the numbered jersey on and all that kind of stuff. So we don't really know much more. What brings us back full circle? What gets us there? How's it going to be different? A lot of things we still don't know, but it's there. And obviously people are very, very excited. But I got to ask the question. So I thought for a first teaser, it's pretty good. For a first teaser, it's pretty good. But it got me wondering about, with the insane popularity of the first season, why was it all that popular?
Yeah.
I mean, number one, it's for English audiences anyway, it's a foreign language show, which often doesn't catch on as big as this did. Number two, it's really just, we've seen this sort of thing before, whether you're talking about Battle Royale, which is kind of the OG in this space. And if you haven't seen Battle Royale, you guys got to see Battle Royale. Then, of course, it's kind of mixed in with a bit of Hunger Games, mixed in with what was that Stone Cold Steve Austin one?
Oh, The Condemned.
The Condemned.
The great movie, everyone.
One of the great, Martin Scorsese calls it cinema.
Oh, man. Where are you from?
Cinema.
A little bit of Running Man.
Yeah.
a little bit. I mean, it's really nothing we haven't seen before. And so what was it? I have a theory about what it is. It's not so much the everybody getting killed. It's not even so much the games, although all those things are like, it's put together in such a mixture that it becomes very addictive. I think it just speaks to where people are. Because the whole premise of the series, the whole way they get people to participate in the game, is that it speaks to the reality that a lot of people live in. A lot of people, to one level or another, kind of feel desperate. A lot of people feel, like in our world, a lot of people feel like, I can't get ahead, or I can't, and it's been that way for decades and decades and decades and decades. This isn't something new to our culture or society, but this show found a way to really put its finger on it. And it really plays itself out the best when they leave and say, okay, you can leave, but you can come back knowing that you have a high chance that you'll get killed, but people decide to come back anyway. And looking at the reality of lives, and for that opportunity, for that chance to have the brass ring or whatever it is. And I think wrapping that human condition kind of premise in a spectacle of like Battle Royale, where you're pitting people against each other and it's all to the death and everything like that, it somehow found the right mixture and the right blend to really become globally addictive for people over the world.
Oh, well, you're right.
And I think that's the appeal of it. Now, my question becomes, if I'm right about that, and I'm not sure that I am, but if I am, will the novelty of that have worn off? They've done that. They've now covered that basic human condition thing. Do you just repeat it? And will it be as popular the second time around? Can they find something new?
I'm going to go another route with you. I think it dropped during the pandemic, right? So did Squid Game drop during the pandemic?
Did it?
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
think
reading
so.
right here.
It was 3 years ago.
Why the series is a hit during a pandemic? Like maybe
Because
that
it came
had
out in
something.
2021, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I think we were past the pandemic.
lockdown-ish.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's what was my point.
Yeah, but we were
now
coming
that's
off of it.
canceled. So go ahead, Chris.
No, but you're right.
Yeah, I think that's part of the appeal. Go speak your truth, Ray.
No, I was just saying.
pandemic wasn't just 1 year. We were definitely in
we
it.
were still
Yeah.
locked down.
But a lot of things came out while the pandemic was
I mean,
on.
but no TV series was prepared to like just shut down, right?
Well,
So-
it was like
and
this
Netflix
and Tiger
dropped-
King were
and
huge
Netflix
during that
dropped
period.
so much that eventually, if something happens, they're gonna end up dropping something. I think a lot of people would have watched whatever was new, right? So that was going to be my point, but I'm probably completely wrong because
then we ruined it.
No, I think these 2 points come together really beautifully, right? Because I think in the pandemic too, so many people lost their jobs.
Wrong.
Yeah, I'm
so
wrong.
many people lost their
Let's
jobs.
go.
So many
The
people
100.
felt desperate,
Right.
and this was a show that preyed on that.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, honestly, one of my issues with this show is one, some of the violence is just a little too much for me. So I'm like, if this was more stylized, I could deal with it, but it's a little too realistic for me at times. So it's not my cup of tea. And honestly, like the preying on people in debt was, this feels way too close to home as somebody with massive medical debt. I don't want to watch this.
And imagine yourself.
I like that other people do.
But you could have pulled yourself out of that debt in
By
one
just
game.
murdering yourself.
Imagine yourself with 5 people in a room.
You're dead. They can't
2
collect.
people
That's
actually
true.
watch this show and start talking about it. It's going to spread like a pandemic as well. You know what I mean? Like it's going to spread if like more than like.
But the question is, why was this show able to accomplish that when none others really have? Like, that's the thing. It's like this show did what now you could say Suits then but that was a show that was done 7 years ago. I mean, like, why was this show able to capture that?
Yeah, it was like
others can't.
It was like I was saying earlier, like during the pandemic, there was a period where like the Tiger King was a huge thing. So people were like online talking about that. People were looking for something to like just
Community. Have a community
we
about.
needed water cooler moments.
Even though we had no water coolers, but we were on Zoom. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So you could get on your Zoom happy hour at night where nothing had changed. You had done the exact same thing you always frickin' do. But oh my gosh, that episode of Tiger King, or oh my gosh, I finally got through Squid Games. Like those things.
And plus, this could have been people's first exposure to Korean.
Oh, very much so.
You know what I mean? You've seen Battle Royale. I've seen Battle Royale. She's seen Battle Royale. I'm not sure a lot of people outside of like.
But again, that would raise the question again. Why was this then their first exposure to Korean stuff? Why did they tune into this one and not all the other stuff?
Netflix.
I will say the Netflix
The
top
Black
10
Young
does
Guy.
persuade me a lot
Yeah.
of
But
times.
what got it to the top 10?
I
Like,
have
people
no
had to
idea,
watch it to
John.
get it to the. That's why I'm asking the question.
Are you driving me to a cliff or what?
I didn't say. Why is it so popular? Because it's popular. Well, yes, but how did it get popular?
Because people were looking for that kind of stuff to consume, stuff that was like it got word of mouth. It was like, man, you got to click to the next episode. You got to see what happens next.
But Ray is right about that. Like, how seriously? I don't think we've talked enough about, and I don't want us to go down a rabbit hole. But the issue of the power of that top 10 carousel on the Netflix thing, right? Like, that's a powerful thing. I mean, I think that's one of the things that spurred it. One of the things that spurred Suits and all.
They also marketed this show in a way that they really didn't market a lot of other things other than Stranger Things. And,
Just like point blank,
and
market
Netflix is not
everything.
known for their marketing.
No.
They marketed Squid Game.
Here's a headline that I found from Slash Film. It said the Squid Game creator thinks the pandemic helped the project. Like he's been shopping it around for years, and he thinks COVID-19 actually sped up someone picking it up. I don't know. I have no idea.
I think that's true. I think there's probably a number of projects that got picked up as a result of studios being desperate
We
to
got a
have.
bunch of crap too.
So then that brings us to the next part of the question. Will Squid Game Season 2 be able to repeat that lightning in a bottle success that the first one did?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
It's not going to be a Stranger Things where it goes. This might be like the second to the last. I don't think so. It's just because, like you said, the novelty is going to be gone.
Because let's face it. Okay, tell me if you think I'm crazy when I say this. 90% of the people who watch this show watch to see what the new game was and who's going to die. They didn't watch it because, wait a minute, is that cop's brother the guy in the mask? I don't know anybody who watched the show because of that.
Here's the funny thing. I would actually watch the second season of Squid Game, The Challenge. I'm excited for that.
I loved that show.
Yeah, but I'm not.
But why do you love that show?
Why? What made it so appealing?
It's so weird that's the Squid Game I'm looking forward to. Maybe it's because
I was shocked I liked that game show. I thought, it's stupid, but it was really good. We want to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Hungryroot. Guys, you know me, I like things that make my life easier, especially things that make it easier for me to eat healthy and eat well, and certainly more effectively than trying to order from food delivery services. Hungryroot is the easiest way to eat healthy. They send you fresh, high-quality groceries, simple, delicious recipes, and essential supplements. It's like having someone else do all the planning and shopping so you don't even have to think about it. Hungryroot gets to know your personal health goals, dietary restrictions, favorite foods, how much time you want to spend cooking, and more. Then, they build you a personalized cart with all your grocery needs for the week, including easy 4-ingredient recipes to put those groceries to use. Each order is fully customizable so you can take their suggestions or choose anything you want. They've got fresh produce, high-quality meat and seafood, healthy snacks, smoothies, sweets, treats, ready-to-eat meals, kid snacks and meals, vitamins and supplements, and much more. Everything from Hungryroot follows a simple standard. It's got to taste good, be quick to make, and contain whole, trusted ingredients. Right now, Hungryroot is offering the John Campea Show listeners 40% off your first delivery and free veggies for life. Just go to hungryroot.com/Campea to get 40% off your first delivery and get your free veggies. That's hungryroot.com/Campea. Don't forget to use our link so that they know we sent you.
I mean, honestly, I would be interested though if season 2 goes into the mechanics of the game.
Boring.
Who gets to do things? I like those things. I don't know.
No, I think
maybe
it needs
they'll
to
do more
delve deeper.
creative kills and things
gotta,
like that.
You got to be able to see behind the
But
curtain now.
I want to see government.
Should I
corruption.
start a poll?
I want
Should I
to see.
start a poll in the chat? Who's gonna watch second season of Squid Game?
I mean, yeah.
Well, it's going to start off strong because everyone that watched season 1 and loved it is going to jump into season.
Are they though?
Are they?
I think
1,
so.
yes. But will it hold? That's where I'm wondering
Yeah.
if it's a downward trajectory.
Yeah,
Or
those
what?
first 2 episodes will get seen.
No.
Man, you might even get people that didn't get around to season 1 because now it's kind of forgotten.
Yeah.
And now they're like, oh, shoot, I got to jump into
I can
season
go watch
1.
all of that. Yeah.
All right, guys, question is for you. What did you, number one, think about the little trailer they put out for season 2? I thought it was a pretty good little trailer for a first kind of teaser. But secondly, what do you think made that show so globally popular? And do you think that popularity and that momentum will carry over into season 2? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.